early this year, I start going downhill, or maybe realize it. I start realizing I'm going kind of downhill, and it might be pretty slow. So, but it's not supposed to happen. Just as I indicated about a year ago, I thought my life was being saved. It should have been. But early this year, I asked them to just switch my OxyContin to Percocet. That's an even swap. Anyone who has ever been hurt or needed pain pills for any reason knows this. It's not like advanced knowledge. Oxycodone, OxyContin, Percocet, they're all the dosage is the same. So the 40 milligrams I received of OxyContin, just when I asked for an even swap, when I asked for 40 milligrams of Percocet instead of 40 milligrams of OxyContin, they shouldn't have had a problem. But I had to ask them 4 times before I finally got any positive response. The first 3 times it was just basically, we'll let you try this, which is why I did, sorry, this is bobbling like this, which is why I wore a fentanyl patch for a month earlier this year. And the fentanyl patch might have helped in a lot of ways that OxyContin didn't help, but fentanyl did not. Actually, it seemed like it was really good at first, that it was going to help, but fentanyl doesn't seem to help with spasticity, which to me is probably equal to pain. I mean, spasticity, it's hard to explain because I had to deal with it for a long time before I realized it was driving me nuts. But then it was probably worse by then too. But I don't remember. That's why I started smoking weed 5 or 6 years ago. It's because I thought it would help with spasticity. And I don't know, it may have, I doubt it, but weed is really not useful as medicine in the common sense of the word. It doesn't fix anything, and in my case, the only reason, the biggest reason, especially here the last several months, the biggest reason why I use weed is because I was so miserable. That was really my only option to get rid of any of the misery. And it doesn't really get rid of it, it just helps you ignore it. And there's really nothing good about that. And I don't have a problem with anyone wanting to use weed and claiming that it has some kind of, it'll fix shit properties, but it doesn't. It just doesn't. And how many times have I seen people claim that weed cures cancer? No, it doesn't. I have not even studied it, but at all. But it's very obvious that weed does not cure cancer, and that there's no evidence that it does. I'm just adding shit up in my head, okay? I haven't... Just get real. You know, stoners, get real. And I'm a stoner. But, you know, I talk shit about myself and about my kind. Weed is just, it's not like a super wonderful thing. It most definitely is not an alternative to opioids. So whoever thinks it is, you don't know what pain is, okay? You have no idea. And I used to be the same, you know, when I was walking across the United States, I had weed. I wasn't a stoner then, but I had weed. So what do you think, I'm just going to get rid of it? No, I didn't. I kept it until I used it. And it was a real good thing that I had it, because it may have actually helped with some pain then, but that was just sore muscle pain. And that's, even on the worst sore muscle pain day, that's nothing like what I experience every moment. So anyone who says weed helps with pain is someone who's talking about like, oh, I worked hard today and I'm sore. It helps me relax. That's not the kind of pain I live with. That's not the kind of pain that has ruined me, okay? I'm not talking just for me here. I'm talking for everyone. In my condition, or anywhere between, in any condition like mine. Alright, fact is, pain medicine is pretty much the only pharmaceutical out there that actually helps. And it doesn't just help, it changes lives. It doesn't, you don't trade one symptom for 5. You know, I don't get some pain relief, but I have to deal with 5 kinds of crap that make it not worth it. All right? OxyContin, yeah, I did, but that's different. I'm not talking about OxyContin. And I'm talking about Percocet. Percocet does not do that. The only side effect I've ever gotten from Percocet or oxycodone is constipation, and I'm unwilling to take enough to be constipated. And that's the very first thing it does. Well, it provides spasticity relief and some pain relief. At about 50 or 60 milligrams a day, then that constipates me. Less than that, no constipation, no side effects, just pain relief. And other kinds of amazing relief of things. I mean, it's amazing medicine. It's nothing more and nothing less. Don't be afraid of it. Please don't be afraid of it, because I've met a lot of people who say they would never take opioids because of what they've heard on the news the last 5 or 10 years. And you know what? The news is full of it. Okay? When you get hurt and they give you opioids, take them. They're not going to turn you into an addict. And if there's any chance of you becoming an addict, you already know, and you're probably already an addict. And believe it or not, addicts know a little about this stuff. They know, heroin addicts know if they get hurt, oxycodone isn't going to help them very much. They're not stupid. They're not all stupid. Some of them are stupid. I'm stupid. I mean, so why shouldn't they be? But okay. There's no reason. Every fear you may have about opioids is based on lies. You can show this to your doctor if you want. I don't care, because your doctor is wrong if your doctor says different than what I say. Your doctor is just telling you what someone else told your doctor. Alright? I'm telling you what I've learned from a lot of experience, which is the same experience a lot of other people have. Basically everyone.